This might be a shorter live than usual because it is Sunday, so I am going to be. Ooh, okay, bet we got both of them on. Okay, it is Sunday, so I have been relaxing today. My phone is on 30%, so we'll see how far that takes us on the live stream. And then after this, I'm just going to be relaxing. I went to the gym today, but it wasn't like a serious workout. I just did some biceps, some shoulders. Came back home. I've got my SpongeBob. What's up, Mari? How you doing? What's up, Real John Michael? How you doing, bro? Nothing much. I just got back from the gym. It is my Sunday. I got your guys' orders out, and then I just wanted to hop on here and say what's up to all you guys. Something happened with yesterday's upload where I tried to repost the live, which sucks, especially because Real John Michael, thank you for that, bro. He like made my whole live stream yesterday with his super chats. So that was bummy that it didn't get published, but it was still one of the best lives ever, and it was just basically hanging out with you guys. Um, the St. Patrick's sale is still happening today, so if you guys are a part of the email list, you should have gotten an email about that. Let's read some of these. Real John Michael typed out my website, everybody. I'll probably say this again when more people come in, but you guys can buy all the products behind me and all the ones that we're going to go open up at the website that he typed down there. Um, Hi, it's me. I just came back from my granddad's. Nice. I hope he's doing good. It's me. Hi, I love your videos. Oh, thank you, King Dai. Let me go look at my drafts. That means a lot that you like my videos. What have you been watching? The live streams or my old school reactions I used to do? Um, all right, everything looks good. Just sending out the St. Patrick's email right now. I don't know what else I'm gonna do tonight besides just unwind. What do you guys got going on tonight? The St. Patrick's email is going out right now. I also sent one out on Friday. I bet. So that is on the way. That should be with everybody pretty soon. Um, and yeah, I'm excited to get all these out to you guys. I've been watching your reactions. Oh, thank you, Metal Dripster. Which reactions have you been watching? And I love your Boondocks profile picture, Metal Dripster. I miss them. I know, dude. I like doing the reactions, but unless AI can do all the editing that I used to do, which would take me like 6 hours, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do reactions anytime soon, but I did really love doing those. It's hard because you have to edit out when you're reacting to a reaction video, you have to edit out every one 1 second intervals to 2 second intervals. You got to edit out like a second. And it's just, unless I could like program a computer to do that for me, it's really impossible to do that every single day. Um, Especially when the algorithm's so unpredictable. Like if I was getting monetized for real, like I would be pumping those out. The Descendants ones, yeah, those were fun to do back when. But yeah, I need to figure out. Let me Google right now. Is there an AI that will automatically edit out copyrighted content for YouTube in 1 to 2 second intervals? I feel like it's gonna say no. Well, it says yes. There's AI-powered tools that can automatically edit out copyrighted content, specifically music on YouTube, with the most efficient solution built directly into the YouTube Studio platform. I've used the YouTube Studio's editing version, but the problem with YouTube Studio's editing version, it would always take out way too much of the content. And then sometimes you'd even use the trim out segment version and it would still get copyright flagged. So trying to see. The other thing about the reaction videos is as fun as they were to do, it didn't help as much with the store aspect of my business versus what we're doing now, which are the unboxings. So those are just all the random thoughts I have. I just bring them up to you guys in case anybody out there has thoughts on like how I could do reactions still, but filming the reaction, putting it all together, and then editing it out. Maybe if I just used YouTube's like free AI YouTube video editor. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I still need to edit them myself. I don't know if YouTube's there yet, but I just remembered their automatic editing tool. Maybe I could. Oh man, I'm just gonna have to keep doing what I'm doing right now. But I would love to do reactions again. Is all I'm trying to say. So Esther, have a blessed day. Esther, Jake Swan, Surfboard. I always scroll by the fruity dude. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. I was just trying to look into any ways for me to do the reactions again. Okay, let me read the horizontal chat. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so we got Mari, we got Caleb. Hey Tristan, it's been a long time. Thank you, Caleb. How you doing? Lincoln Leia said, "Hi Tristan, how are you doing today?" I'm doing good, Lincoln Leia. I hope you're doing good too. Have I seen Wicked for Good? Yes, I have. I thought it was pretty great. Christopher Mendez said, "Hi, Hun. Good evening. How's my day? How's my day? It was great. I'm happy to be on here with you guys. You're just relaxing myself before work tomorrow. Please God, yes, same. I feel that. Hi, John Michael and Elio is what Christopher Mendez just said. John Michael's on the horizontal right now. Oh God, it's 1 a.m. for you, Mari. Where are you at? Tristan, you have such a cute smile. Oh, thank you, Christopher. I had a blissful way today. Done some work inside the house and around the yard. Nice. Lincoln Leia said, "Hi, Tristan. Hi, Christopher. Hope you're doing well." I am. Thank you. Christopher Mendez said, "Hello, Lincoln Leia. I'm good. Thanks." Well, Femora, do it. Yeah, I mean, I do got to film some more. I feel like when I'm like in a relationship someday, it'd be nice to do a reaction video with whoever I'm in a relationship with. I think that would make it fun to just watch some cartoons together. How were those burgers last night, Brody? Oh, what's up, Lincoln Lane, Christopher? They were really good, bro. I told my parents that you said all the nice things you said, and they said they appreciate it. And then Christopher Mendez and Lincoln Leia, the real John Michael, just said, "Hey, what's up to you guys?" Yo, my apps are about to be blocked. Why? Real John Michael said that he's wishing you guys the best Sunday. I think that's so sweet. Were those burgers great or awesome? They were pretty great. They were pretty awesome as well. I liked them. My dad and brother really, really liked them. They reminded them of these burgers that they ate way back, like on a fishing trip that we all took together. Anthony Veninga said, "Hey, babe." What's up, Anthony? Appreciate that. All right. Yeah, the reaction videos might be for another time in the way future. So those were fun for the time being. They were a lot of freaking work. But yeah. Anthony said, "You mean, babe." Hi, John Michael. Thanks. Same to you. Blessings bestowed upon you, says Christopher Mendez. Real John Michael said, "All you did. I'm so glad you told them. They deserve to know." I know they know that, but I'm glad you told them. Oh, thank you, Real John Michael. That makes me feel really good on the inside. Hoys You Cool said, "Hey, my husband." What's up, Hoys You Cool? I'm just checking in on this Sunday. As I said, this may be a shorter live stream, or we might just go the full time, but just wanted to pop in and say hi to everybody. Let's see. Leia said, "Hi, John Michael. I'm doing great. Thanks. Hope you're doing well too." And then Christopher says, "Blessings to everyone here." That's so sweet. We've got such a positive core group. Makes me feel really good. So, yes, sir. What's everyone got going on their Sunday today? Anybody work out? Get some pumps in? Thank you for that, Ant. Ant just typed out my website, Tristan Hunt CA, on the horizontal. So now I have it pinned on the horizontal and the vertical. So the Oscars are tonight. Who's watching the show? That must be where everyone's at watching the Oscars. I should probably watch the Oscars tonight too. We'll see. Zaire said, "Sup, bro? What's up, Zaire? We're just saying hi to everybody on the chat still, while it's still the beginning of the live stream. Hope you're doing good. Snaps to everyone here. Yes, snaps to everybody here. So, oh, you're watching both. Why is it happening right now already? Don't tell me I'm already missing the Oscars. What time are they supposed to start for Pacific Standard Time? I thought they don't start till like 7 or 6. Real John Michael said, "What's up, Zaire?" It's because I don't want to miss the Oscars either, so that might be another reason we hang out for limited time. But otherwise, it started at 4. What the heck? Wait, so like the actual ceremony's happening right now, or is it just like the red carpet part? Wow. Lincoln Leia says, "Hi, Zara. Hope you're doing well." Ant said, "LMAO." Christopher Mendez said, "Hi, Zare." Dang, the Oscars are happening right now. The actual show already started. What the hell? I always thought it started at like 7, so I must be off with that. Elio's here. Elio said, "Papa Tris, I'm here. I missed you Friday, and then you weren't on Saturday." I was on Saturday. I just, for whatever reason, when I reposted the video to my channel, it didn't get published. Damn, Real John Michael said, "No, it's a ceremony, Brody. You can catch the rerun, no sweat, Brody." Thank you, man. Makes me feel real good. Damn, I always thought it started at 7. That's too early. Yeah, I remember you, Mallory. How you doing tonight? Leon Sharani said, "Hey, what's up, Leon?" Yeah, typically it does come on later. Real John Michael said, "Oh, what's up, Elio?" Wait, so then why is it starting today at 4 if it normally starts much later? Is it on the East Coast or something? Zara said, "Damn, I hit the wrong button. I brought gems instead of hitting super chat." No, you're good, Zare. However you want. I appreciate that either way. Mallory Yonimer said, "Great." Your fave baddie said, "Hi, do you remember me?" Yes, I do. I hope you're all doing good. Dang. Ant said, "Babe, I'm under a blizzard warning in Omaha, Nebraska." Oh my gosh, I hope you stay safe. Elio said, "Hi, Michael. Hi, Lincoln. Hi, Christopher. It's been too long," with a bunch of crying faces. I know where you been at, Elio. I hope you're doing good, though. I think the last time we talked, you said that it was being a tough week for you. Zare, thank you for that clapping seal, bro. Heart out to you. Thank you for that. Makes me feel really good. You did not have to send me that, but thank you. I like the clapping seal a lot. Vigilante Fox Hacker said hi. 35 inches of snow. Yeah, I do remember you. Your fave Bratty. Hey Elio hun, you're good. Is what Christopher said. Christopher says he prays for everybody here. That's so sweet. Thank you, Christopher. We all need those prayers. Elio said, "Yeah, it was. I've been here, but I missed your live. Sadly, it's also storming over here in Hawaii." Oh my gosh. Usually think of like really nice like chill weather when it comes to Hawaii. But I'm sorry that it's storming for you. Sarah said I did since I can't super chat properly. Now I can't pick what you're wearing tonight. No, it's all good. You could always just say what you want me to wear. I appreciate you sending that seal, bro. Thank you for typing out my website, Mallory Yanamura, Tristan Hunt CA. I appreciate that. Real John Michael says that, oh, Elio, we did miss you, honestly. Yeah, we did. Hearts back at you, Elio. And hearts out to Zare again for the seal. Oh, he sent the G's. I like all the twice. I like all the diamonds that you're sending me, Zare. Oh, and a four-leaf clover, because I never get these. All the ones that you're sending. So I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, question mark. Real John Michael wants to know if you're doing well, Elio. Sassy Kitty says, nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you too, Sassy Kitty. Oh, thank you for that 100, bro. For real. Appreciate that. Yes, we did miss you, Elio, is what Christopher Mendez just said. Has anybody won any of the categories for anybody watching the Oscars right now? I'm doing good now, John Michael. Thank you. How about you? Aw. Ant said, babe, I went slipping and sliding and it was super windy. Oh my gosh. Elio said he missed everyone. Most welcome is what Christopher said. Lincoln Leia said, I second Christopher there, Elio. I will keep you in my prayers. I will keep everybody in the stream in my prayers. Nice. We got like a little prayer group going on this live stream. I like that. Weber Genesis said, hello, bud. What's up, Weber? Zare said, K-pop Demon Hunters won. Oh my gosh, what'd they win for? Xavion, what's up, Xavion? That's great to hear, Elio. I'm blessed and humbled and just in a really blessed place. Wow, real John Michael is always, I feel like he's the real, he's like the solid rock. Always just steady and blessed. That's where we all need to get to. Unless you're already there, then I need to get there. Prophet Doom said Gown 2.0. The King Die said, I'm back. I had to do something because it's storming. I'm so sorry that it's storming for you. It's nice and sunny right here where I'm at. So I'll be posting, by the way. I have not posted yet. Oh, that's another thing I have to do. I'll be posting to all my socials probably while I watch the Oscars. So I will get that all out to you guys. Christopher Mendez said, in spite of what, God is always there with us, keeping us safely. I love that. You collect shoes, Weber Genesis. That's so cool. I really love shoes. So Elio said ads. It's gonna be storming here between tonight and Tuesday morning. Oh my gosh. And you're in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, right there? Prophet Doom, bro, how did you read it as that? Read what as what? Prophet Doom. Could you tell me what you're referring to? Our power keeps going in and out, so I probably won't be on very. Okay, sounds good, the king. Oh, Trent Wright, also with the four-leaf clover. Thank you, my guy. Love that clover. I need all the good luck I could get. Real John Michael said, Tristan, that was so sweet what you just said about me. I appreciate you so much. Of course, bro. Like all your responses just make me feel like you got it all together. Real John Michael, always want you and everyone to win. Thank you. And Zare said, yep. Also, what did you think of the photo I sent for the fit? I still have to see it. I think the last photo I saw from you was it was a really good dish, wasn't it? I need to see that fit photo, which I probably will do after I do some posts. Looking jacked, bro. Thank you, Trent. Right? Appreciate that. Worked out today. How long did it take you to get abs? Maybe like 2 years, a year? Um, at what calories also? Ooh, that's hard to say. I never really calorie counted. I would just try to stick with a good meal plan and just constantly work out. You're caved in, Weber Genesis. Oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, Haley? Haley's here. You did not miss my live, Haley. She called me bro. I like that. Everyone's bro in California. Every person you see is a bro. Lincoln Leia said something strange is happening on my end. I don't understand why the stream is buffering so much. I'm sorry. Is it buffering for other people? It's buffering for Lincoln Leia. What outfit did I put together? We are still doing that. If you want to know the outfit that I wore right away, it's the yellow SpongeBob swim trunks, which I showed them off on the horizontal. I'll probably show them off on the vertical as well. Body is indeed beautiful, Tris. Thank you, Christopher. I feel like my face is changing a lot. It's definitely changed a lot since 8 months ago. At least all my friends and family tell me that. I don't know if you guys noticed a change in my face, but before I was like in a really bad situation. I was like always starving, so like I had way less fat in my face. So sometimes I get self-conscious like, dang, I'm not gonna look as ripped. But I think it was a stress kind of ripped, which isn't healthy. You want to be ripped and healthy. You know what I'm saying? So you guys saying all that makes me feel good. Christopher Mendez sent some hearts. Thank you. Haley Sierra said, nice. You face put on weight. It's chubby and cute. Are you? So my face did get fatter. You're saying it looks better fat like this or chubby than it did when I was starving myself to death because of stress, right? Or do I need to starve myself and like lose all the fat on my face? I don't know. Face isn't the only thing that got a little fatter, but fortunately, I cannot have my cakes out all over my Instagram because that will not be a good look when I'm trying to sell $1 million homes. You know what I'm saying? People probably don't want their really nice property right next to Tristan's ass cheeks and some Ethica boxers. But I'm still gonna sell boxers. I'm still gonna be modeling. But you guys won't unfortunately get to see that's for my younger years. That's for my crazier younger years. And I'm glad you guys were a part of that journey. For those of you guys that were. Oh shit, this froze. Sorry, horizontal chat. Let me catch up. I gotta go power my suit went out. I love your videos. I'll see you in the morning. Maybe. Sounds good. I hope you do good with that. You could come back if you figure it out. Zare says, "Oh, the pick prior was pusted potatoes, codfish, rice, and carrots." Oh, that sounds so good. I need to eat more like that to lean out. On break at Chipotle Nux, deep picking my nose right now. My vision's getting blurry. Oh my gosh. I hope you are okay with that. Caleb Collins, I liked and subscribed. Thank you, Caleb. Luna Jennings, what's your favorite food and drink? Favorite drink is probably a root beer float. Favorite food, some sushi or expensive steak. Will John Michael said Lincoln or lobster. Lincoln Leia, all good here. No buffering over here. It could be your Wi-Fi. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for that, Real John Michael. And he said, "Thank God you're not in that place anymore, Brody." I know. I try to keep remembering myself that it is. Thank God. I was only in that place out of love, and I only stay in places like that out of love. But one-sided love isn't real love, and I think it's important to remind yourself that you need somebody that loves you as much as God loves you. As much as if you have God-given parents like me, how much they love you. And I think it's important to keep all those things in mind. Jeremy said face is perfect. Thank you, Jeremy. That means a lot to me because I do know that it is changing now that I'm gaining weight. So as long as it's not too chubby for you guys. Caden NXR said, "Can you make a pair of underwear?" Can I make you a pair of underwear? I have so many pairs of underwear, Caden. Just go to tristanhuntca.com and I would love to ship you out one of them. If there's a style that you really like during the unboxing portion, just let me know. Miss Sarah said hi. What's up, Miss Sarah? Real John Michael. No, you did not just say that, Tristan. LOL. Oh my G, I'm freaking love it. I'm dying. Wait, what did I say? That my face was getting chubby? Or sorry. Zare said, "Hey, bro, I buy a house with a side of cake any day." Thank you for that, Zare. Unfortunately, I don't know if the majority of the population would be down, but I would love to show you guys my cakes again. I mean, they got a lot bigger. I didn't just get fat in my face, but unfortunately, I got to clean up the fashion shoots. I got to clean up the Instagram to make sure that the IG could sell clothes and homes, which is what I've been doing. But don't worry, it's not gonna like nothing's slowing down. I'm still gonna be selling all the same stuff. Boxers are obviously gonna always be a part of my brand and store. So yeah. Luna Genius said W food and drink. I know, right? W. I need more food and drink. Tios Amber said hi, friend. Toby said hi. Real John Michael said, "Yeah, you love them, but you didn't love yourself. If it sounds like, bro, just remember that for your future, you come first." Thank you, dude. And yeah, I don't think I did love myself, which is why I stuck around. I mean, no, I think it's more complicated than that. I think I did love myself, but I love that person more to allow them to take me down a really bad path. And luckily, I woke up a lot sooner than a lot of people do. But, you know, sometimes you get flashbacks to what you thought that person was like and what you wish your future could have been with them. And then it's just kind of bummy. But that's life. Lola Bunny said, hey. Jordan Fuller said, hi. Real John Michael said, I was busting up laughing. No way, bro. I love that. Zara said, I can request to get a custom pair made. Name your price. Unfortunately, I don't make custom single one-off pairs, but if I ever do, I'll let you guys know. Miss Sarah, is that a tat of anyone in particular on your shoulder? No, they're just three girls meant to represent Mexican American culture, but I appreciate you asking. Miss Sarah. Debopto said my leg hurts. I'm sorry about that. Last live stream, you didn't say if you were gay or not. Okay, Lola Bunny, you caught me. And also, I might have, I just didn't get it posted, but maybe I didn't. So this one I will answer if I am gay or not, because that is what we need to know. The real John Michael said, actually, it's not more complicated than that. Life is a lot easier than what we make it to be. You got me there, real John Michael. I like to say it's complicated, even though it's not, because when you're the one going through it, like, I guess you're right, it is simple. You gotta have better boundaries, I guess, and being in a bad situation, people putting their hands on you is just as bad as cheating, and the second that happens, as much as it'll destroy you, those are the kinds of things that I don't think you can or should give second chances for, because a lot of times it just gets worse and worse and worse. And yeah. I don't know if I should get into any more than just leave it at that, and that I'm in a better place now, and that I got all the fat back on my face. So um I'm giving up non-dairy creamer for good this time, I swear. Why does dairy mess you up? Real John Michael said check it, it's facts. That's very true. If I was more black and white and had stronger boundaries, I probably would have been home a lot sooner, and I probably would have just been on the path I need to be on sooner. Luna Genius said, bro, should I ask out my crush though? Absolutely, because then you'll either just figure out if it was meant to be or if you got to move on to the next one. Miss Sarah said, I know the answer to that. Oh, Miss Sarah knows if I'm gay or not. Trust me, I get it, Brody. Trust me, Brody. I get you, and we got you. No worry now, no worries. Thank you, man. That means a lot. Golden Arrow said, "Hey girl, what's up, girl?" Weber Genesis said, "Hi, what's up, Weber Genesis?" Haley Sierra said, "Like I said in the horizontal chat, I'm passing out cookies and milk." That's what's up, Haley. Yeah, any of you guys that need my advice from being in relationships, two non-negotiables forever and ever, despite what you hear in music, despite what you see on TV, cheating and putting hands on each other. Once one of those happens, I don't care if you thought they were like the love of your life, if you thought like if you even have finances tied up with them, God forbid, even in my case, a business tied up with them, you got to leave that situation. So, because I know I have young people that watch this, and I pray that you never even have to go through those types of hard relationships that aren't even really love, because those are true love is like what God has for you. It's not something toxic like that. That's my advice to all you young people. Like find somebody that actually loves you, and somebody that actually loves you wants the best for you, and they for sure. I always knew this one. Like I was out of there. If I even got like the slightest ounce that you were cheating on me or fooling around on me, I was like, nah, it's over. And that was still hard to do, but I think the harder one for me to learn was the second one that I said. So just know those should be two strong deal breakers for any young people watching this. Like that happened, and you can even have more deal breakers. If you don't want a guy or a girl to even speak to you a certain kind of way, and I think you should always give people grace if they're like angry or whatever, but like very disrespectful things, like you could express that boundary to them, and if they break it, you just got to be strong enough to get your shit and get out of there. So hopefully, young people, you guys like that. All right, Haley said, like in the horizontal chat, milk and cookies. Zara said, hold the F up. I know you didn't just say that happened to you, Tristan. Which one, the cheating or the hitting? Let's just say that I've learned from experience that those have to be deal breakers. Not the whatever. Even not just my experience, but like friends telling me the things they're going through. You take all that in, and now I'm just leaving that knowledge with you guys if you guys even need it. I pray that you don't. I pray you find a relationship like my parents who've been together for over 30 years, never cheated, never put hands on each other, like none of that. The most healthiest, beautiful love I've ever seen. So that's what I pray all you guys find. That's what I pray I find. But first, I pray that you're good being alone, like the way the real John Michael seems to be. But thank you for getting all defensive. I appreciate that. There. Let's move on. Weber Genesis, we have a tornado blizzard. Oh my gosh. Miss Sarah said, I watched till the end to find out. Okay, Miss Sarah, sounds good. I'll answer that question at the end of this live stream. Don't even worry. Is this going to be another hangout type of live stream? I'm down for that. And then the rest of this week, we'll get to our normal outfits. Well, I mean, I guess since they're technically kind of super chatted, we probably will put together an outfit. Um, War is hell on earth. Yes, I agree. We don't need war. With all this money, with all this advancement, with all this technology, why do we need war still? That's because there's greedy men who get in places of power, who are still little boys, who are unhappy with their own lives. But luckily, there's heaven and hell, and they'll find out about consequences if they aren't already living their own hell. Mango Boulevard. Do I do Coke? I drink Coca-Cola. Serenity said in. Real John Michael said amen to that. Exactly. That's pretty black and white for me, right? Preach, Tristan. I know. I know. I swear, it's like some of the celebrities they hold up. Like, I mean, even Euphoria gets into those types of relationships, like between Maddie and Nate. Um, I mean, we all saw it on big display with Rihanna and Chris Brown. So I feel like maybe the media confuses people. I feel like the media does a pretty decent job at solidifying the fact that cheating should be a deal breaker. Granted, and I love rap and hip hop, but this is one of my issues with Cardi B's music. And I love Cardi B, but her songs are about cheating on your man if he cheats on you, or I need to I'm gonna write this angry ass like invasion of privacy album all about Offset, and then I'm just gonna go back to him. And it's like those types of messages I don't agree with like promoting. I don't think you should promote that you go back to somebody that cheated on you. I don't think you should promote that um domestic violence is glamorized if the guy doing it is somewhat conventionally attractive and powerful, aka Nate from Euphoria, aka Chris Brown. I don't think those are good messages to give to people because I think it can confuse some young people. But anyways, those are my thoughts on cheating and putting your hands on people. Okay, Maria said, "Hi Tristan, sorry for being so late." Don't apologize. I'm happy that you're on here. Dalton said, "Hi." Serenity said, "So true." Chloe said, "God is always coming first. Put your focus on God before anyone else." Very true. Zare, I didn't get to read your message. It's not there. Lola Bunny said, like, let's say don't judge a book by its cover and treat people by the way you want to be treated. Absolutely. Ruben Morales said, "Hi." Real John Michael said, "Listen, if anyone takes me out of my character in any way, that is negative. I'm out of myself." See, Real John Michael has a level of peace that I need. Because I'll be honest, people have tested me and they have gotten me to act out of character because I mean, if I told you some of the shit they did to test me, you guys would probably be like, I would do the same thing. But my things I've never done out of spite, things that I would never even imagine to do are cheating or putting your hands on somebody you love. I think that's why it's so heartbreaking when something like that happens and it like almost shifts your whole world. And I know some people that either self-medicate so heavily because their heart is so broken after that point. And a lot of times when people apologize for those things, they're not actually sorry. At least that's what I've learned. Um, yeah, we'll leave it at that. What part of Mexico are you from, bro? My grandma's I heard from Chihuahua before she crossed the border illegally for a better life. So, yeah. And that was back then. I don't know anything about Mexico going on right now, but back in the 50s, my grandma Esperanza Vasquez crossed over here from Chihuahua, Mexico. And then she met my grandma Manuel Vasquez, who was already, I believe, a citizen. He was working in some orchard, like some orange orchards. Vanessa said, "Good evening." Maria said, "Hi, Tristan. Sorry for being so late. I'm sorry. You're okay." The real John Michael said, "Wow, Chris Evans looks yummy." Oh, what on the Oscars? Chris Evans. That's oh, Chris Evans. Yeah, I've seen him in real life. He was one of the very few celebrities that looks more handsome in real life than any of the photos that you see of him. So that was cool because I used to always be like, oh, I don't get starstruck by celebrities, but that guy was very gorgeous. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Sunday. I missed that. What did you say? What did I say about what John Minute? Because we've been going through a lot of topics this live stream. Zare said that yeah, I deleted the previous message. I didn't want to bring the mood of the chat or you down. Oh, it's okay, Zare. I'm always you can't bring me down. Trust me. Sometimes talking about it even helps to process it even more and to know that I'm helping people like some viewers on this live stream to know that doesn't even matter if a guy is popular and stereotypically good looking like Nate from Euphoria. That should never happen. And yeah. Okay. Please, babe. Please what, Jarvis? Real John Michael knows it from experience. Believe him. I believe him. Seriously, you are speaking on things we all have dealt with and maybe some are still dealing with. I'm proud of you going in this direction tonight. You're helping people believe that. Thank you, Real John Michael. I feel good when I talk about these things because like if you did live them, if you've been in the dating scene like how I have, um, like I'd rather tell any of you guys that are about to date or are dating, who especially view my live streams like what is okay and what is not okay. And man, you might find a guy that you think is like your everything. If he does those things to you, That is not your guy, and God has something so much better for you. So that's all I want to say. And girl, Jose said hi. Do I wear a bonnet? No, but I think bonnets are really cute. Elliot James, when guys do wear them, like to preserve their hairstyles, or girls. I mean, this does not need to be preserved. This is just how it grows out of my hair, so I don't really wear a bonnet. But hey, if I date a guy that wants to put me on some bonnet game someday, and I really need it for my hair, sure, why not? I'd be down. Kinsley said good. Josue said LOL. Real John Michael said yes. Tristan, yes. Thank you. And you said it with the yas. Sinners one original screenplay is there. Oh my gosh. Now I'm missing out. Now I'm bummed because you know how much I love that movie. God damn it. Now I do need a, after this live stream, I know we're like 40 minutes in, but I'm literally gonna go outside because it's still sunny. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna reply to some messages. I'm gonna finish my work for the day, and then I'm gonna freaking rewind to watch Sinners win original screenplay. I'm so bummed. I'm so bummed. I wanted to be a part of the world watching that when it happened. Maria said, "You're so cute." Thank you. Real John Michael said, "Love that, Zara." I haven't watched the movie, but really happy for them. It's a good movie, Real John Michael. And if anything, I think some people are like scared to watch Sinners if they're super religious, but the Sinners movie proves that God and demons and all that stuff is real. So, and souls. So I think if anything, even though the movie's called Sinners, it's proving that God is real. So I think it's a great movie. You weren't looking at the horizontal chat, so I just moved here. Oh, I'm sorry, Haley. I'm about to read them right now. Just give me 1 second. I love Sinners. Same. You think I look fantastic? Thank you, the Warrior Inc. I was just talking about how gaining a little bit more fat everywhere. So they snuffed the actress who played Annie. I'm mad. Annie and Sinners? Wait, who played Annie? Wait, is Annie was she the white passing character played by Haley Steinfeld? Eric said this, "Are you gay?" I'm gonna answer that very soon, Vivian. So no OF, LOL. Potentially in another universe or maybe a few months ago, but no, no OF. You guys want to fill him in? Any of you guys that have been following me for a while? Did I go to church today? I prayed today, Haley. How about you? Rainer XOXO, do you design all your clothes? Some things I design, others I work with manufacturers here in the US and China. That's a great question. Okay, Elio said, there's a young watching audience, so you don't need to say anything too many bad words. Oh, thank you for that, Haley. Yes, I avoided all bad words, so I just wanted to give them some advice. Anthony said, "Babe, you should put my name tattooed on your heart." Aw, tattooed heart like Ariana Grande. Chris Mendez, Elio, always believe in yourself. Yes, Elio. Elio says, I confess I was with this boy, but we weren't dating, just messing. And then I liked this other boy at the same time and dated at the same time, and they both knew, but the boy that I was dating was faking. So the boy that I was dating was a fake relationship, and the other boy I wasn't dating. So I've never been in a relationship until my boyfriend that people tell me not to wait for. That sounds tough, Elio, but if you were never official, you're allowed to date multiple people as long as you're being open and honest with everybody. That's what I would say. If you guys have other advice for Elio, let me know. But he was dating 2 guys, and I guess people are saying one of them he shouldn't be with. Xavier, what's up, Xavier? I'm doing good, bro. We're just chatting a lot this live stream. We're talking about how Sinners won. We're talking about relationship advice. Christopher Mendez, I learned many experiences in my life, so I'm humbled and watching. Nice. Same. Elio said I will, Christopher. Haley said, if you're not going to look at the I'm doing my best, Haley. I'm reading all of them. Christopher Mendez said, Elio, you'll find love again. Elio said, I hope so, Christopher. Christopher said, I was there in my life many times. Elio, just believe in yourself. Everything will work out for you, hun. And then he said, thank you, Christopher. I'm always keeping my head above waters, Elio. Hey, what's up, Rye? Just dropped in the horizontal chat. What's up, Rye? How you doing? We're just talking about relationships, dating, all of that stuff. Okay, let me get back to the horizontal chat. Haley said that she went to church with her nana. Nice, Haley. Justice said, I hope you don't go bald. I hope so too. I don't think I am. My dad's never gone bald, so my grandfather didn't. So I would say I have decent hair genetics. Zare said, so that OF era was legendary. It was iconic. And it was a moment you had to have been there. I was just modeling clothes, you guys. Nothing crazy. Maria said, for Tristan, the mangoes are sweet. If there was crazy stuff of me, believe me, that would be all over Google by now. So for Tristan, the mangoes are sweet and the pineapples are sweet, but nothing is sweeter than you. Oh, thank you, Maria. That's so nice of you. Eric, in my state, I might get a tornado. Wish me luck. Oh my gosh, we're all sending you love and prayers. There's a really bad storm coming Haley's way, so she's just watching my live before the internet might go out. My goodness, you guys. Will John Michael, Elio, drop those zeros and get yourself a hero. Yeah, Elio, both those guys probably aren't it for you. You're going to find so much better. That's what Real John Michael says. That's what I believe too. Tornado. My ball hair needs an oil change. Nice. I've arrived over here. What's up, Rye? Real John Michael said, what's up, Rye guy? I hope you survived the tornado. Thank you, Tristan. I have a question. What's your question? My power's back on now. Nice. Eric said, thanks. Real John Michael said, oh, that was cute, Maria, right? I live in Memphis, Tennessee. Nice. I want to go out to Memphis. I want to visit Memphis. I love your guys' accent. Y'all have the best accent. Zare says, please be safe, Haley. Thank you, John Michael and Christopher. All right, should we at least open up a few blind boxes this live stream? Let's go ahead and do that. One right here. Since Zare was kind enough to send diamonds, we will only wear an outfit if he wants me to. Otherwise, we're just going to be opening these up. So we got 1, 2, and 3. And then if any of you guys super chat me, then I have to wear what you guys say. But otherwise, we're just hanging out. Having another fire hangout sesh. Talking about whatever the hell we want to talk about. Haley says she hopes she'll be safe. Elio said, my boyfriend is a completely different guy and I love him a lot and want to commit to him. But people tell me to wait. I know it's my first real relationship, but I love him more than anything. And he said, thank you, Christopher. That's interesting. One, I'll say usually people only use like boyfriend, girlfriend, like if they're committed. And then 2, how come you don't want to commit to him? Is it because you know deep down that he's not the right guy for you? All right, you guys. This is the first one. Plaid boxers. Hang these up here. Then we got some white vanilla boxers. These are the Beach Baby white boxer briefs. And then got the Mars Martian boxers right here. So you guys can get all of these from my shop. Bill John Michael said ditto, Haley. What's up, Maxwell? How you doing? I hope it will be safe there. Yeah, we are all praying for you, Eric. My quick question is, I might have a tornado. Is that a question or a statement? Lola Bunny, guys, do super chat. You could super chat me the gay question if you want, Lola. And then I'll answer that one. Maxwell Cat, remember me, Tristan? Yes, I do, Maxwell. You have any model? I'm the model. Wish it were colder. I'm the model. Just go to my website. You can see me spread it open for you in all my styles. No, I'm kidding. You just see me model everything. Okay, so Elio doesn't want to commit to him because he's waiting for him and people are telling me to wait. So he doesn't want to commit to you? Does he have a good reason? All right. Here's our next 3 boxers. 1, 2, 3. My best-selling item, that's hard to say, Sam. This week, I would say between the board shorts and the boxers are my best sellers, as well as some of the jackets. So just go to my website and scroll through board shorts, boxers, and the jackets. And then anything you pick from there, as long as I still have it in stock, I had this relationship with a boy named Jasper in my class, but I don't know if he liked me and we broke up last week. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that, Haley. I hope you're feeling better now. It's his loss. Oh, model is a fabric. Thank you for that. I'm sorry. I thought you were mistyping model. Um, I have a lot of synthetic silks in my shop. I will like this stream. Thank you, Maria. They're doing a tribute to Rob Reiner. Nice. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner. Thank you for wearing a shirt. Of course, VB. I always wear a shirt now, so that should make you happy. Adult diapers. I do not sell those. Eric said Tristan. Well, what you tell yourself, what other people are telling you to do, are not living your life. You are Elio. That's very true. But what if all these people around Elio are just wanting the best for him? Because there's been situations I've been in that got that bad, and I'm such a committed person. Like I'll be committed to you to the point that you gotta freaking really fuck me over to not be committed to you. And it took a lot of people that cared about me to wake me up and be like, hey, you gotta, this situation's bringing you down. Large right here, you guys. Always go with your gut, Elio, and your gut and your thoughts. There you go, Elio. Advice from Real John Michael. These are the Crimson Chrome Rose boxers. Elio said yeah, Christopher says everything will be fine. Elio, hun, I feel your emotions. Oh, poor Elio. He's sending crying emojis. Xavier said, wait, low key, I feel like the Superman boxers would make the blue SpongeBob shorts. That is so smart, actually. Having the Superman boxers with the SpongeBob shorts would be really cool. Definitely. What's your question, Eric? Real John Michael said, granted, but he needs to go with his gut, Brody. That's very true. It's very true. My gut, I either just don't listen to it or it lies to me sometimes. But then other times when I'm smart about it, then it's right. You might have a tornado. Jesus. All right, these are the heavy metal gray boxers right here. I'm glad that we got like a full live stream in. I was worried this phone wasn't gonna last. Just got one more box to open up and then we could keep talking. Christopher Mendez said, I was hurt by this guy all my life and I'm single and happy just waiting until God gives me the right partner. Oh, I was hurt by guys, plural, all my life. See, Christopher, the fact that you're still going, that you're still strong, that's an inspiration. I would say I'm like you too. Like, I've been hurt many times and it sucks when it happens, but you just got to keep moving. I felt that one, Christopher. How did you get to the point where you're just happy being by yourself now? All your life. I feel like I've had like a decade of just horrible. But man, you should do like a can short video outfit, Superman boxers with blue SpongeBob shorts and a black shirt. That's very true. That'd be a pretty cool way to do an outfit, I think. Real John Michael said your gut doesn't lie, you just don't believe it. That's not your gut, bro. When I say your gut, I truly mean your heart, and if you trust your heart won't lie if you don't trust them. That's true. I would say that maybe I was ignoring my gut, which was the thing that finally got me to break away from that other situation. Maybe that's why my stomach always hurt too. Maybe that's why I lost so much weight too. Maybe you're right, the real John Michael, or you are right. There's more than bad relationships you need to look into. You mean like look out for? Like bad jobs, bad. That's very true. There's all kinds of bad things you need to look out for. I love your streams. Thank you, Maria. Real John Michael just set some laughing emojis. What's up, Leon? How you doing tonight? Christopher Mendez, I'm doing good by myself. God always comforts me. It's sad I'm lonely sometimes, but I do things to keep me moving. Hey, that's both of us, Christopher Mendez. I've definitely felt how you feel. So that's why I get on here and say what's up to you guys every day, even on like hard or difficult days. So I'm doing good by myself. Same. Leon Trani said hello, Xavier. We're all saying what's up to Xavier. All right, let's go ahead and open this last box, review these styles. And then is anybody still even watching this live stream that wants me to answer that question that we answer all the time? Boom. I want to make sure I do anything or answer any questions you guys want me to while we open up these last boxers. Polly G dropping by for a what's up? I get that a lot. These are the Blood Money boxes right here. Scream boxers right here. And we got the black boxer briefs right here. Again, you guys can get all of these from my shop. I would love to ship these out to you. Okay, King Dai said, I subscribed to you on YouTube and I followed you on TikTok. Thank you. Elio said, why not both? What do you mean, why not both? Like, why can't you listen to your heart and your gut? Zara says, blood money, black shirt, black pants. All right. Let me just get that on for you guys and show it to you because we are running out of time. All right, so these are the Blood Money boxers. We got the black cognac sweatpants on top. And then for the black shirt, let's go ahead and wear this one right here. All right, you guys, here's the complete outfit. Black shirt on top, all black fit. I think this looks pretty fire. Blood Money down here. Thank you for picking this one out. I want you to come over and visit me. Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, so your gut tells you what your heart wants, but sometimes you block that connection, is what the real John Michael just said, Elio. So, oh, Brody, those look good on you. Yes, Brody. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. These were the white boxes we opened up. Got the rose boxes we opened up. Putting them back in the cups right now. The black shirt looks good. Thank you. Yes, it does give a hidden break in the color of the fit. That's very true, Zare. I love the boxes you chose too. The grays right here. These were the blue ones we opened up. These are the Martian boxers we opened up. Scream boxers. The black yes, the black shirt. I like the black shirt with the sweatpants for sure. Really nice combination. The black ones right here. And the very last ones I got on me I'll show you guys one more time. So here they are. I hope you guys had a great get ready with me. There's the complete outfit. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, okay? I had a lot of good chats with you guys. Thank you for the diamonds. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, and I can't wait to get all your orders out to you. Um, no, you're good there. Thank you for the diamonds. I appreciate you. Yeah, they did. So if you want the screen boxes, I got you. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, okay?